Welcome to Raw Mnd Sports, where we dig into the minds of athletes and sports fanatics. I'm your host, Ryan Primetime Jones. If you have a love and passion for sports, then this is the show for you.
I'm here today with Antonio Snell. Snell has an amazing story that needs to be heard across the world or in our country. It's amazing how he had a very interesting roller coaster ride. So Antonio, I see in high school you didn't go straight to college. You ended up working in the grocery store, correct? Let's talk about that.
Yes, sir. Coming straight out of high school, really didn't have too many offers as far as college goes to play ball, anything like that. I had maybe one like to go to Huntington Division III, but it's more academically based rather than athletic scholarships. But kind of turned away from it, being funds purposes, the grants and tuition and all that good stuff. But yeah, I decided, stay home, go to the grocery store, work there, help my mom, with bills, anything like that. Piggly Wiggly grocery store to be exact. So, yeah, that's pretty much how that went. Just straight out of high school, straight to work.
How did it feel? What kind of changed your mind to deciding to leave the grocery store to eventually pursue your career in college?
One of my mentors, Willie Brinkley, he actually just shot me a message and was like, "This school needs some ball players. I don't know how you feel about it. They're 6 hours away from home, and I never heard of this school before. So I was like, all right, I'll go up there, I'll work out, I'll give it a shot. What is it to lose? I'm already here working at a grocery store, so I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Right. You took a chance, and you took a chance in life. That's what you call
Correct,
taking a
correct.
chance in life. Let's talk about Rest College, the HBCU that you had, and it was in Holly Springs, Mississippi, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My first time hearing about Russ, like I said, was through my mentor Willie Brinkley. I never knew anything about it. Even when I got there for the workout, I mean, it was like really kind of like middle of nowhere type deal. Small school, great community. Great atmosphere, great environment to be. A small school, small HBCU. Everybody, there is like loving and caring, family oriented, and just going up there working out. Um, everybody made you feel at home. Like I didn't feel like I missed a beat, being at home, and it's just a great environment up that way.
Awesome. What was the kind of food they ate in Holly Springs? What's a good thing to eat if I was to go to Mississippi? I mean, I'm just curious.
Well, honestly, we killed the calf. So, I mean, the calf Wednesday was the spot to go. Wednesday, the calf was the spot to go because everybody loves chicken. So Wing Wednesday, fried Wing Wednesday. I mean, everybody loved the chicken. I mean, we had some great cooks in there. But I mean, everything about the food was good. And then we had the little, corner store by it being a small town. The corner
Right.
store had the little fried chicken and the little pizza spots and
Oh,
everything, the little grab and go type deal. So,
I
I mean,
got you.
the food was good. The food was good. It's country. It's a little country town. So, I mean, everybody can cook. So,
Right. And that's a good thing. I like to eat, so I like to go. Somebody got to be able to cook something. Something
oh
got
yeah, right.
to.
Oh
uh,
yeah, oh yeah.
Speaking of your mentors, tell me about your mentors that really carried you and made you the person you are today.
Oh man, they're such blessed people in my lives. First one off top, man. Like I said, I mentioned him earlier. Willie Brinkley, man. He took me under his wing when I was 12 years old. He have an organization in Dothan, Alabama called Alabama USA. Basically, a youth enhancement alumni program to where he's been to college and played ball. He is retired military, and he just built a program or organization in Dothan where he just really just give back to the community nonstop, regardless of how people treated him, how people try to down his program, try to badmouth his program, all that good stuff. He continued to push on, and by me being 12 years old and seeing the game of basketball, uh, in the city, I wanted to be involved, and he seen something in me that I didn't see in myself, which I will talk about that later with one of my other mentors. Um, they all seen something in me like just a leader and a I guess a go getter, a guy that's mindset that's not like no other for to be a young kid, like just goal oriented, heavy driven, all that good stuff. And he's man, he's unbelievable because he's an angel in disguise, man. Because like I said, at 12, he brought me in and he taught me the game that I knew the game coming in already, but at 12 you learn more than the basics and the fundamentals. You learn certain plays, you learn certain how to dissect different stuff on offense, how to break down on defense, and the more advanced stuff in the game of basketball at that point. But he's retired military, Air Force. He actually threw me in the loop. My first coaching gig, we was at Fort Ricker playing against some military kids up there, and I was just sitting down on the bench just to go for the ride. I knew I was too old to play at the time, so I just went for the ride. And he was like, "You didn't come up here just for the ride, you know that, right?" And I'm like, "All right, man, where my jersey at there?" And he was like, "Oh no, you're not getting a jersey." He was like, "You're coaching." I was like, "Coaching? Okay, so I was like, so what you want me to do?" He was like, just put them in a 2-3 defense and just tell them to go here and there on offense. So long story short, we ended up getting beat by like 30, 35 points. So he was like, "You got gray hair now, don't you?"
If you're right.
Like, "Oh yeah, I got a." He said, "What now?" Oh yeah,
Yes.
I was like, man.
My
He was
first
like, he
coach
asked me, he was
debut.
like, "You got?" Go ahead.
I said that's what happened to me last in my first coaching debut ever. But the guys I got now, they're in college doing pretty successful. But when I did coaching, I was coaching AAU. I remember my first, I got my butt whipped. But from
Oh
that,
yeah,
I
oh
learned
yeah.
how to do a lot of stuff after that.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they got us. They got us good. They got us good. We had some talented kids. It was just honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know where kids were supposed to go. I knew, far as a player, where I was supposed to go and how to dictate like that, um, far as directing it on the court. But as a coach's point of view, you have to be able to put kids in certain positions to be successful. So that's why he wanted me to learn that early in the game. Far as a young coach, he wanted me to learn how to put kids in positions to be successful. And now that I mentioned that, it goes to where I am now. Like as far as getting kids to be successful in life, not only on the basketball court, but more so if a kid is struggling with grades, I know how to point him in the right direction and point him to the right resources to be successful in the classroom, to be successful at home, or to be successful just walking down the street. Period. Just the way you carry yourself, that can go a long way.
right. That's what I was saying. Like with basketball is like a working tool to help kids further themselves. Because everybody knows NBA player, but basketball can be a tool for everyday life. It can teach you a lot of things, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, whatever the sport is. But I feel
Right.
like the tools to help you in everyday life for you to become a better man or a better woman per se if you coach women or whatever. So speaking of,
Correct.
let's talk about Chris Cameron. Um, can you eventually went back to college, right? And you finished college and got some teachings every day from your mentor, Chris Cameron. You were telling me about.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Coach Cam, man. Coach Cam is another one of my angels in disguise. Uh, he came down. I was 2 years out of school at this point. Uh, that was after coming back home from Rust. Um, he came down to hold a workout at a local middle school, and he was coaching at Albany State. I believe it was his last year coaching at Albany State, if I'm not mistaken. Albany State University in Albany, Georgia. He came down to do a workout with a certain group of guys, and I actually just randomly heard about it, so I decided to go out there myself, and he felt like that, I was more, I wasn't ready for that Division II basketball college level, but more so as a teacher and um, I had the game mentally, but physically I didn't have the game to be what he was looking for on the court, and that kind of stuck with me. Hence to where I am today. So, but later on down the line, probably a couple of years later, he started this program, Cam Sports Academy. He started that, and he actually hit me up, me and a couple of friends, and called us, and it was like, come up, try out for our post grad team, and see, if you guys, want to play and, try to jumpstart your careers again. So we went up there, tried out, played against some guys up that way. Eventually, we made the team and started playing, that season. And Coach Cam, uh, he put me in some tough situations just to see, if I would crack, or
Right.
how I would respond to it. Um, but I thank him for it because once again, that's being in the shoes I'm in right now. So you're gonna deal with some trials and tribulations as a coach now, as a mentor now, and he was just really preparing me, for down the line. So that's Coach Cam. Another thing about Coach Cam is we're still rocking right now. Actually, we're actually going to start putting together a coaches hoops connect organization to where we're reaching out to strictly HBCU schools because a lot of kids get passed up. Well, a lot of HBCU schools don't really get a chance to recruit guys that the SECs or the ACCs or even the mid majors and the NAIAs and Division twos recruit. So we're gonna try to start a recruiting database to where we're actually reaching out to straight HBCUs, and we plan to start that at the beginning of the year. So we're gonna get that going, and hopefully that'll be a successful turnout for us. And Coach Cam, he's always doing something for as far as showcases and clinics and skills camps and all that stuff.
Where's
And
he?
I'm just right. Go ahead.
Where's he at? Cam. Well, I mean, where's
Oh,
his
Cam,
showcase and
Cam is
stuff at?
he originally is from Albany, Georgia, but I believe he lives in Atlanta. He teaches in Atlanta up there.
So his showcases be in Atlanta, right?
What was that?
His showcases be in Atlanta, right?
Oh yeah. Showcases be in Atlanta. Well, we actually come together and we travel, wherever people want us to come to. Like we recently just did one here in Panama City. He's doing one in Hinesville, Georgia. Albany State, up that way, Albany, Georgia. He's doing one up there as well. Pensacola want us to come down there.
Okay.
Gulfport, Mississippi want us to come over that way. So I mean, he travels. He travels. We get around and travel because people can't always come to you. So if it means for us getting out and going, to them, then we rather do that as well.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's broadening the recruitment file for the particular area that you're basically being attentive to. And that's the HBU schools systems. Intriguing, interesting. Speaking of that, since you're talking about communities, let's talk about your community involvement in Panama City and what you're trying to do in Panama.
Oh yeah. A year ago, like when I very first got here, just getting out watching my younger sister play at her high school, her local high school. Um, I seen what's different about where I'm from. In Panama, is the fan bases as far as schools getting out supporting just the town period, helping these kids, let them know that you're behind them 100%. And that made me realize, that's when I called Coach Cam and let him know, look, Coach, we can get something going here in Panama City to where these kids can actually, believe in themselves, have somebody pushing them 100% behind them, letting them know that, look, it's a way out of Panama City if you just really grind and put your heart to it and your mindset to it and be determined. It's a way out.
Man, that's awesome. So what's your idea? What are you going to do to help Panama City reach new
Well,
horizons?
first, excuse me. At first, we got Junior NBA coming down. So
Oh, wow.
Junior NBA coming down in February the 23rd. The Junior NBA, Mr. Keith Ivey, director
Okay.
under the Junior NBA organization. Yeah, he's coming down, and we're gonna do a clinic. That's just one that is taking off next year. For right now, I'm still training kids. We're actually going to put together an impact student ministries that we're planning on doing impact and inspire student ministries. So just anybody that want to be involved from like the ages 6 through 18, we're going to try to put together scholarships for the seniors, different type of field trips and different type of stuff the kids to do. Big brother, little brother programs, big sister, little sister programs. Just trying to give back in any way possible. And if anybody wanna be a part, they can easily contact me via Facebook at Antonio Snell, Twitter _ Coach Snell 25, Instagram also is _ Coach Snell 25 as well. So if you want to just help out, get involved. All you gotta do is just contact me, and I'm open ears. I'm open hearted to everything. I don't turn away any advice. I don't turn away anybody that wanna give back to the community and to the youth.
Man, amazing, amazing. So what would you tell the next dream chasers, people that are trying to take your field? Because everybody in life has different careers, different approaches to their careers. Just like you're about your community down there, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in the country, they're about their community and they're doing the certain things and taking the necessary steps for their particular community. So what would be your advice to important people dealing with the community? Dream chasers,
Uh,
I call them.
for the dream chasers, the name speaks for itself. Really, you gotta relentlessly chase your dream. You gotta take it head on. First, you have to be prayed up. You have to have God wholeheartedly, because it's a lot of people that try to tear down your dreams. I've had it happen to me plenty of times. Even family members, close family members. You can't do this and you won't do that, or I hope you don't be successful. I hope this fails. So, like, these are actual things that's been said.
Wow.
So I tell them to chase their dreams relentlessly, wholeheartedly, all out. Just don't 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 give up. Don't ever give up. Do not ever give up. Go after it with everything you have. If it's something you really want to do, pray about it. Fast on it. Pray about it some more and make it happen. Get up, get out, and make it happen, because it can definitely happen.
Yeah, I agree. My conclusion to Raw Mnd Sports today with Antonio Snell. Amazing dude, rocky road. He's a perfect definition of persevering through all his obstacles, especially with starting with coaching. He's learning to coach. And with that, I'm going to say with you, the coach, strategic, plan, everything. Everything is different. Like you said earlier about you being a player, it's a different game when you're a basketball player to transition into a coach, because everybody doesn't have the same
Oh
mindset.
yeah.
That's the beauty of
Oh
coach,
yeah.
understanding the kid's mind and kind of figure out how they look at things. Always done it, because every player, sometimes you got to be attentive to each player one on one differently. Just because one player understands one thing, may not the other player may not understand. So things are always about teaching and whatever fits the system. And then at the same time, it doesn't fit the system. What can make them better outside of you? It's always the bigger picture is making them better outside of you. After they leave you, what type of remark or mark you're going to leave on the kids? And as well as
Correct.
it was going back and forth to college, you never gave up. That's inspiring because, fact, you never gave up. You kept, no matter what the obstacles, or even you just said right there in your family, saying certain things or whatever, you still managed to become the person you are. At the end of the day, no matter what nobody say or anybody say, it's all about what you're going to do. You the only person that can control whatever you got to do in life, no matter the obstacle.
Yes, sir.
You can control that.
Yes, sir.
With that, man, I'm just going to put it to you like this, like I tell everybody on Raw Mnd Sports. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. No matter what, stay your course. Only you know what you really know what it takes, because you the one have to live from within, and with God's
Yep.
perspective of guiding you, you just got to understand that.
Yep.
I appreciate you
That's
today
it.
on my show, man.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I just wanna give my brother, man. He told me to do this. I told him that I was gonna do this interview, and he told me to shout him out. My boy Brad Caldwell in Tallahassee. I know you gonna be watching this soon, man. I told you that I'm gonna do it. I got you, my boy Brad Caldwell. I love you, man.
This will go everywhere, man. I mean, I'm putting it out there viral for whoever wants to watch this. Tell them to go look at Raw Mnd Sports. Raw Mnd Sports, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes. Wherever you need to see it, it's there. It's out there for you to see and visit.
Oh yeah.
And I appreciate you today, man.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And I'm going to talk to you, discuss in more detail how I can help your community. I'm all about helping everybody's community, not just mine, everybody. Because as a world, instead of deterring people apart. I'm proud of what you're doing down there, man. You keep up the good work.
I appreciate it.
For today, folks, y'all have a nice night.